What you need in the building. We are out here working on a Carnival Saturday. Carnival Saturday, we out here working, y'all. Okay, that's the first point. Point number two. When you're in doubt about boxing, there are two people I refer you guys to. King Troy Entertainment. Check out his channel. He does things for payment. He ain't gonna do no video. Somebody ain't paid to do the video. And then the other guy is Greg Hackett. Still fights, even though he trains fighters. I love them two guys. I don't always agree with them, but man, do they have sound reasoning and judgment. So go check out King Troy's channel. Go give Greg Hackett a subscribe. Check them guys out. They know their boxing. Now, Greg Hackett made a point. That is so great. I prefer you go to his channel and see it. I'm just going to introduce you to the point, and then you have to go check him out on his channel. Also, you can also check out YSM Sports. YSM Sports, check them out because and subscribe to their channel because guess what? Their channel actually talks boxing. They actually deal with boxing, real boxing. Okay, Bozy Ennis and them guys. Sometimes he's in the Philly area, mostly YSM, but you see him in Vegas, DC, and all over the place. All right, check out YSM Sports. All right. I'm gonna just introduce you to it. The interview, YSM was interviewing Greg Hackett on Teofimo Lopez's performance against Jermaine Ortiz. And I'm just going to give you a little taste. You have to go and actually check it out for yourself, okay? Greg Hackett said, in the case of fighters like, Devin Haney versus Lomachenko and, other fights where the champion is fighting the challenger. If there's an exchange, a to and fro, where both fighters are exchanging and landing shots and stuff like that, you have to have the challenger has to beat the champion. He has to convince the judges that he's beating the champion. Shout out to you, my brother. It's $3 for this or 2 for 5? 2 for 5 or 1 for 3?
Let's get one of these small ones.
All right, treat. What's up, shoes and chuck? What did you? No.
No, what?
I work, you know. I
like that.
I thank you. I receive your love, but nah. In this case, it's all right. It's all right. Blessings to my brother.
Respect
for the love.
Right.
Thank you. I love taking it. I love that.
Yeah, man.
Good people here. All the time. Yeah, man. Just talking a little boxing. I don't know if you watch boxing.
What kind of boxing? Recent boxing?
Yeah.
Not really.
Recently, a guy named lightweight division. Yeah, my name's Teofimo Lopez. He fought a guy called Jermaine Ortiz. And right. So you don't really know much about boxing of recent times? Like big names, like Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, and well, I know the faces for sure. If it was a show, man.
Right. So you're not really into combat sports?
I used to be like one once I tried.
Oh. Martial arts, a little martial arts.
Yeah.
But not really combat sports like MMA and boxing.
I find it look cool. I always want to get into it, but I never.
You want to get into it?
Yeah, it's always good to.
Like in a sport? As a sport?
Hobby.
As a hobby, right?
Yeah, just expressing myself.
Yeah. I like the discipline of it, so. Yeah, man.
It's come with that.
Yeah.
I know him.
Well, man, you have a good day.
Same to you.
Blessings and stay safe in the carnival.
Of course.
Yeah, man. All right. Good vibes. Yeah, that's just a brother there. I just sold something to him. So anyway, as I was saying, not a whole lot of people, as you know, in this niche sport really actually look into combat sports. There's a kind of thing in the States, but not really a big thing. So, let me put this stuff out. So, as I'm, going into this stuff here and talking to you guys about this stuff, understand you guys are not necessarily the majority of people in the world that watch this thing as interesting. The 16 of you right now that's watching at this, it's because you love the sport. You love boxing. That's why you watch it. You wouldn't be watching otherwise. You're not a majority of people though. Majority of people don't see boxing, and that's the thing I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that because of the criminality, or shall I say the insincerity and dishonesty of boxing, it hurts itself. When the moment it gets something's really starting to happen, it shoots itself in the foot. When people actually start to get interest, and then a fight happens and they see, okay, somebody win, or they see a really competitive fight and they really enjoy it, and then they see a whack scorecard, or both fighters did their job and the referee just stopped this fight prematurely. These things throw people, and they're like, oh, okay. You know what goes against boxing almost immediately? And there are several combat sports out there and UFCs out there, of course. What goes against boxing a lot is the inconsistency of it. The inconsistency. And most of that's as a result of corruption. But I love my boy Greg Hackett, and I still love my boy Troy Entertainment. Troy Kill Entertainment, those two channels, go check them out. Troy Kill Entertainment is on a whole other level though. He really give you knowledge, right? He on a whole other level. You know, I totally respect him, and of course he's been a boxer himself. Greg Hackett also been a boxer, and he's also a trainer. So, afternoon. So you have to understand that in the sport of boxing, you know, I refer you to these two guys. Another guy I would love to refer you to, I haven't really spoken about him a lot, is Master Boxing. I still respect Master Boxing a lot. That channel with Eric Bradley, who's a great trainer himself. I respect those guys highly, because those guys, they don't talk out their butt. They usually educate. They're usually giving you something you really need to know, and they're not playing politics and stuff like that, right? So anyway, Greg Hackett was saying that usually you have to beat the champion, but that's when it's a competitive fight. That's when there's a back and forth, there's a to and fro, and you can't really clearly say who's implementing their game plan better. Both fighters may be implementing their game plan and getting their game plan to work. And Greg Hackett said this one thing, and this is all he had to say, and it made sense. What did Teofimo Lopez do better? What did Teofimo Lopez do better than Jermaine Ortiz? What did he do better? Somebody answer that question for me, because that's the answer right there. What did he do better than Jermaine? Did he jab better than Jermaine? Did he land right hands? Jermaine was more active than him. Jermaine landed more punches. You know what I'm saying? Hunter Wilson says, hey bro, can you please give me some advice, bro? Hunter Wilson, advice on what? If it's boxing, maybe I can. I don't know. Shoot. You know what I mean? Shoot, my brother. But the truth be told, what did he do better than Jermaine Ortiz? Did he establish range better? Did he have better defense than Jermaine Ortiz? What did he do better? Did he have better footwork than Jermaine Ortiz? Really, what did he do better than Jermaine? I mean, how many rounds could you give to Teofimo Lopez? And you can't be giving a fighter rounds based on aggression. That's all he's doing. He's walking down another fighter. The other fighter's allowing him to walk him down. You see what I'm saying? Gotta be more than that. You gotta be effective aggression, right? This is the point that Troy Kill Entertainment was saying. I'm listening, Hunter Wilson. Go ahead, shoot. So you gotta ask yourself these questions. I mean, I'm here on the job doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm making that paper. But what is it that Teofimo Lopez did better? If you can't answer that simple question, what was Teofimo Lopez's clear game plan? Even Paulie Malignaggi said, the guy who actually had a game plan, the guy that actually had a plan and could see he was working something, was Jermaine Ortiz. Right? So thinking of it that way, you have to ask yourself the question, You have to ask yourself the question. If he didn't do anything better, how did he win the fight? And why is it that people are saying that you, as Greg Hackett so correctly said, how is it that, what do you mean by you have to beat the champion? This fight wasn't a to and fro. This wasn't a Jermaine did something and Tio landed something in response to Jermaine. He wasn't doing anything. He was falling short. He landed 1 or 2 punches in the whole entire fight. ESPN will make you think it's a competitive fight. That's what they would make you think. It wasn't a competitive fight like that. It wasn't. One guy was trying to find range and was trying to find the other guy who he could just not hit. And the other guy was tagging him at will. When he wanted to, where he wanted to, how he wanted to. Just because Jermaine Ortiz didn't have the power to stop Teofimo Lopez or severely hurt him does not mean that Jermaine Ortiz lost that fight. And it wasn't close. He got a boxing lesson. He got outboxed. He didn't know what he was doing. Good afternoon. How are you? This is just greeting a very experienced teacher. So, shout out to each and every person out there that be doing their thing, putting their hustle together, putting their work together. You know, work ethic's everything in this life. Be on point. You can't miss out. Have an honest, work honestly, and you'll be all right, man. You'll be all right. The drinks right there. Yeah, Hunter Wilson. I don't know who the hell Hunter Wilson is, but apparently he be sending some obscene messages or something because YouTube be saying this message is held for review. I'm not gonna look at the message. I'm not gonna look at the message because looks like it's some sort of sicko message or something. Good day.
Good day.
Good day. All right. So, yeah. So go ahead and check out what Greg Hackett said about this. He went into much more detail. He had me laughing at a certain point. It's funny as hell. But yeah, no knock on Teofimo Lopez. He tried the best he could. He wasn't ready for Jermaine Ortiz, and they robbed Jermaine Ortiz. They really did rob him. It was a robbery. Like Pernell Whitaker versus Julio Cesar Chavez. Chavez was confused. Tio was confused. Did not know how to close the distance. Jermaine soundly beat him. Outboxed him. Period. As I said before, the most amount of rounds I could give Tio is 3. Really should have gotten 2. Understand? So that's what I got for you guys. I wanted to talk more about this because, of course, right now the other boxers are looking at Tio like fuck out there. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Yes, my brother. You want water? 2 for 5? 1 for 3. Oh, that's all right. Go ahead. Thank you. I appreciate it. Much love. Yeah. Yeah. So some people feel I'm rejecting the blessings. Men be tipping me all kinds of money right now. I just be turning it down. People don't understand. It's not that they showing me love right now, but you gotta understand, I'm just on work ethic. I'm a beast when it comes to work ethic. I don't mind being out here till God knows I can flip the clock. I don't care. You know, people don't understand that. They don't understand how much of a beast I am. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Yeah, so, hey, Teofimo Lopez, he a good fighter, don't get me wrong. When I tell you a fighter is limited or a fighter has flaws, doesn't mean they can't work on their flaws. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't mean, I'm not saying this to down the dude. You get what I'm saying? I'm just giving analysis. I don't hate Tio. I want to see him do well. He has creative ideas. He's exciting as a person. And usually exciting as a fighter. So I'm not against Tio like that. You know what I'm saying? I think he's good for boxing. I just think though, if he loses a fight, How is he going to learn? How is he going to develop as a fighter if judges keep on giving him decisions? He's not evolving as a fighter. You're just covering up his deficiencies. You understand what I'm saying? He's not learning as a fighter. He has to do some learn. You have to work as a fighter. You have to learn as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? You have to develop, grow, evolve as a fighter. Sometimes taking a loss can help you with that. But you got to be real. You can't be making up shit and talking crazy like T.O. is. Be talking crazy at times. You know what I mean? Now everybody's looking at T.O. like he's food. You know what I'm saying? Looking at him like he's food. Richardson Hitchens be licking his lips. You know, everybody want to get a piece of T.O. now. Alright? It's what it is. You gotta work on your craft. You gotta try to develop and evolve as a fighter. He's frustrated at that rate against Jermaine Ortiz, but his father told him in the 11th round that they already got the fight. They bought out the fight. Basically, the fight was bought. See what I'm saying? And then at the end of the fight, lo and behold, Top Rank comes and gives him the result before, of course, the judges say the decision. Before the judge's decision is announced. And he's crying and everything that he won the fight. He knows he lost that fight. He knows he lost that fight. But they protected him. For what? I don't know. Because everybody else knows he lost that fight. Only the people who want to be, you know, as my boy, Coach Anthony said, unless you don't know shit about boxing or you are being intellectually dishonest, you know T.O. lost that fight. He lost it. I'm saying. Oh, I forgot to say, you can donate to this channel via PayPal. The link is in the description. Just for those of you out there know, YouTube does not pay me for doing these videos, even though I get more and more views. More and more haters come through, listen, and then they roll out. They don't show no love. They don't show love like these people around me here. They was tipping me on all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? But not y'all online. Some of y'all's haters. Y'all come to hear the information I say, echo the sentiments, right out. But it's all good. Because what you need, be just dropping gems and gems and gems. You know what I mean? What you need don't study haters, man. What you need will rise and do very well, because what you need has something that the haters don't have, which is he got a pair of eyes and he understands boxing. So the haters don't have that tool. And the people who like to mess up narrators and hate on people and stuff ain't got that tool. I see through everything. I see the lies. I see the truth. Can't fool me. So check out King Troy, man. Killertainment. Do show him some love as well. And we need to show more love out here. We got a loveless world. We got some people who just want to get ahead. But like Steve Harvey, you know, stole Mark Curry's stuff to get ahead. He stole Mark Curry's stuff to get ahead. You know what I'm saying? Straight up hater. Alright? When you steal other people's stuff, understand something. You steal other people's stuff and you don't acknowledge them. See, I'm using YSM's picture, but I acknowledge YSM on my video. Give him mad shout out, because YSM interview is what I decided to talk a little bit about using Greg Hackett. I give show love to Greg Hackett all day. I will show love to Master Boxing all day. I show love to King Troy Killertainment all day. That's something y'all don't know how to do. Y'all don't know how to show love. So no love come back to you. It's just what it is. If you show love, love come back to you. You don't show no love come back to you. It's just what it is. Some of y'all try to trash this channel. You try to down this channel. This channel be telling the truth. That's why this channel's still around, and that's why people still donate to my channel. I still get donations all the time. Y'all can't stop what you need. Haters, ain't more lovers than haters out here. You know what I'm saying? With respect to the whole cartel trying to push Teofimo Lopez as if, you know, Jermaine Ortiz didn't do nothing. I mean, Teo did nothing in that fight. Nothing. Alright. Hold on one second. Ineffective. That's the word. Yeah. Got you, brother. Got you. Yeah, man. Let's be man. Yeah, man. Alright, big man. Oh my God. That was last minute, bro. Yo, yeah. Anyway, yeah, you gotta understand that yeah, benchmarks are there. You gotta understand, you can hate how much you wanna hate. It don't stop people from loving when they wanna love. So at the end of the day, which you prefer? You want to be a hater. No, be a hater, but just understand hate consumes and then destroys you. You want to be a lover, be a lover. One thing about these boxers is most of them, including Teo, are very loving guys. Don't get it twisted. They talk all that fight language and all that stuff, but they are loving people. All right, Teo right now is helping on my boy Lonnie B with his production company, Takeover Promotion. So Lonnie B, shout out to you, brother. Until making it possible for Lonnie B to get some fights and to get himself on the board, you know what I'm saying? So I don't have no hate in my heart for Teo, man. And that's the thing with some of you guys. You have to hate fighters, or you have to hate people like Paulie and those guys. Even though I'm exposing them guys for the agenda and the propaganda that they're spreading, I don't have no hate in my heart for them. That's the difference between me and some of y'all out there. Y'all want to try and sync channels and get rid of people and stuff like that. No, that I'm just about truth though. You know what I'm saying? And I just want y'all to check out. You watch most of the boxers out there, right? There were one or two who thought that Teo won against Jermaine Ortiz. I think Richardson Hitchens even said that he thought that Teofimo Lopez, that, you know, he won the fight. Jermaine didn't do enough. I disagree. Jermaine did more than enough. More than enough. He was the guy landing the cleaner shots. He's the guy landing more shots. He's the guy that was landing the body work on Teo. Teo was hardly landing body work because he was falling short. Like I said before, Jermaine Ortiz established range. You have to understand something. In boxing, it's all about range, right? So he established range. And once you establish range, what's the other guy going to do? Especially if he doesn't have as long arms as you. He has to close the distance, right? He has to find a way to close the distance. And still try different things, and they all fail, right? And in the 11th and 12th rounds, he got more frenetic, and he was trying his best to close the range, and he was just trying to be ultra aggressive. That's all he did. That's like Gennady Golovkin versus Canelo Alvarez. Gennady Golovkin was ultra aggressive down the stretch, right? He was trying his best to get to Canelo Alvarez, and he couldn't. That was in the first fight. That's why I don't understand what y'all talking about when y'all say Gennady Golovkin beat Canelo Alvarez. I don't understand that. It don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense to me, because if Gennady Golovkin beat Canelo Alvarez, think about this. Gennady Golovkin has knockout power, right? This dude knocking out everybody, right? And he hurt fighters. He hurts fighters when he hits them. He didn't even hurt Canelo in the first fight. Not at any point in time did he hurt Canelo. At any point in time. Now, how's that possible? Because Canelo got defense. They said, well, Canelo didn't do enough to beat Gennady Golovkin. What are you talking about? The guy who was landing in that entire fight wasn't Gennady Golovkin. Yeah, okay, he was using those point jabs and touching Canelo's forehead. What was that doing? Absolutely nothing, right? Canelo's the one with the effective punches that were actually doing something, right? Now, Canelo is a tough dude, so he's not going to he's going to have a poker face, and he's not going to show you that he's hurt by certain punches. But then in the 10th round, when Canelo caught him with the 1-2, and he went off balance and he went off to the side, we saw him get stunned, right? So what I'm saying is, Canelo never got stunned in that fight. He never got hurt in that fight. Why is that? Because he's outboxing Gennady Golovkin. And that's what everybody don't understand. They keep on talking about, well, Gennady Golovkin beat Canelo because he was the guy coming forward and he was the one with the aggression. But it's not effective. What all that aggression on what it amounted to? Nothing. You're not landing anything. Not anything of substance. Because if he did, it would be a totally different fight. Canelo was a smaller guy coming up in weight. And in this fight, Jermaine Ortiz is a smaller guy coming up in weight. This is food for Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo is supposed to destroy him. He's supposed to knock him out. Okay? But he couldn't destroy. You can't destroy and knock out something you can't hit. Right? You have to find the target, and then you have to land on it. And Teo could do neither. His jab was ineffective, and that's why he put it away, and he started to lead with his right hand. And it didn't work. Okay? That's just boxing. You don't need to go through this too many times. So yeah, guys, go check out Greg Hackett. Go check out Troy Killertainment. All these people out here will be coming around talking misinformation, talking about Jermaine didn't take the title from Teo. He now took the title from Teo. Not only did he take it from Teo, he basically was the only one in that fight who was doing anything of substance to talk about. Teo couldn't find his target. So Jermaine, the game plan and everything, the way how Jermaine played the game plan, being the guy coming up in weight, was magnificent. And as my boy, I'm gonna leave this one little here. As my boy Greg Hackett said, if that had been any other fighter, just name-wise, they would have won that fight. Any other fighter. But it just so happens to be the guy named Jermaine Ortiz, who is supposed to come in there and lose. That's his assignment. No matter how well he performs, no matter how flawlessly he schools Teofimo Lopez, he came in there to lose. Okay? That was his role in the whole game. Unless he stopped Teofimo Lopez. And Jermaine Ortiz said that. He said, I have to stop this dude. They're gonna give him the fight if I don't stop it. No matter how well I box him. Doesn't matter that I outbox him for 10 rounds, which is what happened. Okay? 10 rounds I got. Teofimo Lopez was outboxed for 10 rounds, y'all. 10 rounds. Outboxed. And then a judge comes out of clear blue sky and just really wants to stick it to everybody and let everybody know, oh, the sport is corrupt. And what does he do? He scores it 9 rounds to 3 for Teofimo Lopez. How Teofimo Lopez win 9 rounds? Oh, really? How do you win 9 rounds? Somebody explain that to me. Show me the 9 rounds he won. Go ahead, show me. Man, show me 7 rounds he won. Show me 6 rounds he won. Show me 5 rounds he won. Show me. Boxing's it's a showing sport, right? It's a doing sport. So show me 5 rounds that Teofimo Lopez won. Show me 4 rounds. Show me 4 rounds Teofimo Lopez won. Here's your scorecard. 3 rounds. I stretched it. I said at least, at most, he scored. He won 3 rounds. At most. At most. And I'm being generous here. So, don't buy into the hype. I don't buy into the propaganda. And neither does Greg Hackett. Neither does Boots in his father. Neither does what's his name? Neither does Terrence Crawford. Neither does his trainer, Bernie, Mr. McIntyre. Neither does most people who know boxing. You know? If you're gonna really seriously box and do boxing, you really want to learn the sport. You can't listen to the judges. Sometimes the judges be bought. And this was definitely a fight in which the judges were bought. They're bought. There's no way around that. Okay? Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to talk a little bit about Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk. Tyson Fury is another hype job. Another guy that we're learning he's good at cheating to get the win. He doesn't win usually through his actual ability, skills, and talent. He's not winning the way how boxers who are confident in their skills, abilities, and talents are. And he's about to be exposed by Alexander Usyk. Usyk is the real deal. Alexander Usyk, oh wow. Alexander Usyk, you know, he really works his way. He don't cheat. Not a cheater. And so Tyson Fury been trying to delay this fight. He knows he can't come out of the fight because he'll get fined so heavily for coming out of the fight. You know, take a serious hit and a serious loss financially. You know what I'm saying? And that's on him. That's not on anybody else. Shout out to Ryan Garcia for finally taking the Devin Haney fight. You know Ryan don't really want that fight. Been heard that he got robbed right after challenging Devin Haney. Guess there's always consequences to, you know, harming certain people if you don't watch yourself. But quite frankly, I'm glad because Ryan, not the raw part, but that Ryan, you know, is animating, you know, the fight between himself and Devin Haney. They'll build more hype for it. And we'll see how it does financially. You know? So, I'm just glad that the fight's going to happen. So we'll see how that goes down, how that turns out, what Ryan could do to put himself, you know, in a position where he can be competitive in a fight with Devin Haney. It'll be a tough ask, but we'll see how he does. He doesn't have the kind of experience Devin Haney has, for one. And two, although he's fought Tank Davis, which is the pinnacle of the opponent that he's ever faced, he's never really faced a boxer like Devin Haney in the pros. The advantage he has is that he actually faced Devin Haney in the amateurs. So that's an advantage he has a little bit. But it's a bit of a tough ask for him to step up to that, to Devin Haney. But it is what it is. He's in the deep end now. It's only big fights. So he's going to have to take on Devin. But that's a good fight to watch. I know Ryan's going to ability is meant for the fight along with Devin Haney. He's a good dance partner when it comes to that. So we'll see how it goes down after that. You know, how the fight will pan out. Ryan has some decent power. Based on his quickness and speed. Some people are saying, is this a good fight? Is this a good matchup? Well, at the 140-pound division, what people really wanted to see was Devin versus Tio. But now having seen Tio quite easily outpointed and outboxed by Jermaine Ortiz, I don't think people really are interested in that fight as much as before. So Ryan versus Devin Haney was, you know, a guy who's been beaten by Tank. I think it's going to be interesting in that Ryan's at 147 now. That's his true weight. And I guess people are going to compare Haney's performance to Tank or something like that. So he could be like I hate to say it like this, but he could be like a gatekeeper. Where people actually have a opportunity to compare the performances of Devin Haney to the performance of Gervonta Tank Davis. I guess that's what they're going to do with Ryan Garcia. It should be an interesting fight. So I'm looking forward to it completely. Here we got some dude named Itchy Richie who says, wow, a homeless man has a phone. Impressive. You would be funny if you weren't so boring. Itchy Richie. Yeah, haters. We're attracting the haters right now. People who don't know shit about boxing. And they come as trolls. And I think these trolls are coming because, obviously, my talks on Palestine as well. So the hate comes through that as well. I get double the hate right now. And I don't care. Itchy Richie says, joke, my brother. I love you. Whatever, bro. Don't really care. I'd box you out. No, Itchy Richie. Nobody cares. Nobody cares that you could box or not because you're nobody. Nobody cares about nobody. See, haters make me more than I should be. I should just be a guy on the side of the road selling drinks, talking about boxing. That's all I'm supposed to be. Y'all make me bigger than I am. So what you need to do is leave. Don't make me bigger than I am, but you won't. Because you have to hear me. Because I'm like that. So, I am interested in one fight right now. There's one fight that's very interesting, and that is Isaac Cruz versus Rolly Romero. And people are thinking that Rolly Romero will knock out Isaac Cruz. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. You know what I mean? Isaac Cruz is not one of those guys who could easily be beaten or knocked out. So I'm not sure about that at all. Not sure about Isaac Cruz being stopped by Rolly Romero. Rolly Romero's a good puncher, but I don't know much about his inside game. He don't really have that great an inside game. And I also noticed that and I also realized that I also noticed that Isaac Cruz, not only can he fight on the inside, but he also has pretty sound defensive responsibility when he's fighting. So I think that's also very interesting. But with respect to Raleigh Romero, he's improving. Remember, this guy started off, he didn't do no boxing. I think his thing was kickboxing or something like that, martial arts or something like that. So he started off with some other discipline and learned boxing. So he's gotten far. But actually, this fight with Isaac, I know Isaac Cruz is going up in weight, so that's going to be another factor we're going to look at. But Isac's a short little guy. He can get under punches. He can get under your shots and shit. So it's going to be very interesting to see what he can do. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be interesting. Shout out to another channel I haven't spoken about in a long time. I'm interested in seeing what that channel has to say, actually. What's his name? Get This Smoke. Get This Smoke has a channel somewhere around there. That'll be interesting to see what he has to say on that. As well as there's another channel I haven't checked out in a while. And it's hosted by Tommy Temper. And I gotta check him out as well. Tommy Temper. Here we go. Tommy Temper, man. Been a while ago supporting this channel. He's one of the donators of the channel and stuff like that. Which is really cool. Alright, so with respect to Isaac Cruz versus Raleigh Romero, that's an interesting fight again, another interesting matchup. So we had Jermaine Ortiz and we had what's his name, Teofimo Lopez, and now we look forward to Isaac Cruz versus Raleigh Romero. That's gonna be a hell of a fight. Again, I could see Isaac Cruz beating Raleigh Romero. I could see Raleigh Romero, what? I don't know what could happen with Raleigh Romero, but I do see Isaac Cruz, pressuring Raleigh Romero very tightly. People say Isaac Cruz doesn't have a jab. He does have a jab. He just leads with either hand. He can jab with one hand, or he can use his right hand as a lead, and he can lead off his right hand. People say he squares up. He may square up, but he's got a high guard to protect himself, and this is what Teo don't have. He don't have no high guard. You know what I'm saying? He even spoke about that, which was very interesting. Teo lacks certain things, man. He lacks certain things, and he just has to work on that. Expand his game, get better. You just have to work on getting better. Itchy Richie, I think, is my nephew. Itchy Richie's my nephew. What are you doing watching this, Itchy Richie? He said, Megamind forehead. You're a clown. I think it's my nephew. It's Jerome. Jerome's Itchy Richie. Jerome's having fun with me, which I don't care. Like I said, I don't care. It's good to see my nephew always checking out boxing. There's a lot of people check out boxing, It's fun. But it's not a predominant sport like that. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3. I want the 3. I don't want 2. There you go. Yeah. Come on now. My nephew being funny. Funny! My nephew from the UK. Climbing up. Talking about my Megamind forehead. Oh, no. Ah! Okay. Oh, yeah. Alright, I'm I'm gonna leave for now, but I'm gonna come back and do a very long stream because once you're caught on camera, I don't think the gentleman wants to be on camera. I don't think you want to be on camera, right? No, he does not want to be on camera. Yeah, so I'm going to wind it down. I was talking to some other people about something else, but I said I would talk about this because Greg Hackett was a hoot. You guys need to go check out Greg Hackett. I'm serious. Check out the interview. It's YSM Sports. Their interview with Greg Hackett. Really good. I'm not going to say any more. Kind of spoiled it a bit. Okay. There we go. Come on. No. There you go. All right, people. I'm gonna catch you guys later. WattUNeed will be back shortly. By the way, in my country, we are on the verge. Well, there is a carnival season right now, so there's a lot of people moving to and fro and all of that during the day. Going to be a lot of nocturnal activities as well.